Right, it's time for another Homebrew Wednesday. Got quite a bit to say in this one. I hope it don't run too long. Um, I have done my first all grain now. I did that I think it was Thursday of last week. It went okay. There was a few hiccups along the way. The mash tun didn't seem to be holding the heat very well, but I think that was partly down to having the thermometer probe in there, and obviously the wire trailing out. And under the advice of Brewmaster Ben and Hammer Homebrew, they said to just get the temperature as it should be, take it out, and then forget about it. Because I was just kind of watching the temperature probe, sort of going by point one, and when it was decreasing, and sort of stressing about it too much. And I think, like Ben pointed out, because of the probe being in the mash tun, it wasn't getting a good seal, so the heat was escaping a little bit. And then I added a few more blankets to it, and it seemed to hold the heat. Then it was it was fine. It was certainly fine at the end of the mash anyway, so that all went well. The hot liquor tank decided to leak once it had hot water in it, which was a bit annoying. It was only dripping a little bit from the tap, but I fixed that straight away after after I sparged and whatnot. What else happened? There's quite a few things actually. There was a wasp in the end of the boil, which I found. Not that should matter too much. The rain was a bit funny all day, and then right at the end, before I had about 5 minutes left of the boil when the last edition, the heavens opened up. I had to just grab the nearest umbrella and stand there while the boil was finishing. Nightmare. I did capture a lot of the poor moments and the stressful moments on camera, even though I didn't have it set up on a tripod. I just had it handheld. But to make matters worse, on that day when I left where I brew, I lost my camera somewhere. I don't know how or where, but it got lost, which is really annoying. Really pissed me off. I didn't have a lot of footage on there. I only had the footage of the actual brew day. I had a few other things of my family and things like that, which was a little bit annoying. So I've lost a camera and a memory card, which was it wasn't a very expensive camera. I've had to replace it with another one. Again, I haven't spent a lot on it. It's only about sort of £90 worth, but it'll do the job for what I need it for. I would like a much better camera, but money and everything, and money could be spent on beer and whatnot, but maybe in the future. I hope the microphone's okay on this. They tend to be quite crap, and they don't have like an input to put an external one in, so it's just kind of making do with what you've got kind of thing. What else? I write all this down and I still forget some things. I've got a few beers to review from the brewing shed still. I've had the two Hobgoblin clones, they were great. I'm going to do the pear cider in a minute, and I've got the Amarillo cider and the Golden Combine, just like the Golden Glory clone. Onto that subject, I've sent a beer mail to Marty, which I know he's got, just seen his video, so I'm glad that arrived, and he said that he sent me one which should be coming soon, so cheers for that, mate. And if you've not subscribed to him, go and check out Homebrew Marty. Also, like Ben said, and I think Relax It's Homebrew Time said that if you haven't already, or you did and you've noticed he's not on there, that Brett from Newfound Brewing might have escaped your subscriber list. He certainly wasn't on mine when I checked last night, and I've added him back, so he's lost all his subscribers because of a Google Plus error. So if you was subscribed to him and realise he's not on your list, or you have now, add him back. So I've got lots of beers to review that I haven't done in the past week or so, homebrew and shop ones. I would like to try and do, I see that New Homebrew Tom's going to do a dry September, but I don't think I can ever do that. I mean, I don't drink enough as it is anyway, so I'm thinking soon maybe I'll do a month where I have a beer a day. Try and do the whole month and see if I can do. But I mean, it'd be hard push to get it filmed and get it up each night, but I'll see how we go. It's something I'd like to do, but whether time will be a restrictor on that. I'm going to do the review on the Spiegelau glasses. I got the different glass set. If you not already, you should go and check out Tube Dinos. He done a review on the IPA glass, the collaboration between Dogfish Head and Sierra Nevada, and one that's got like the ribbon down the bottom that's meant to accentuate the head and the nose and the flavour and all that lot. So his review's really good on that, and it's kind of made me think that I might get one of them. But I'm going to review my ones first to see what all the fuss about is with the Speed Lab. But I do like that design of that glass, and it does, from all the other reviews that I've seen as well, it does seem to do what it says on the tin. So it's not just a pure marketing thing to sell glasses. But I mean, they are excuse me, they are quite expensive. I mean, I think you can get them over here for about, I think it's about £18 for two. But personally, I probably really wouldn't want to. I don't really want one. So I don't know. Maybe another home brewer would want to split the difference. Maybe, I don't know. What else? That's pretty much it, really. I mean, I'm sure I have more to say, but I keep forgetting things. I did get one other thing this week. And that was another beer book to add to the many that I already have. If you can hopefully see that. It's quite a chunky book, as I think it's like over 1,000 pages. Really been looking forward to getting this one. I've got some birthday money, so I've treated myself to it. So I look forward to get cracking into that. I'm sure there was something else. Like I say, the all grain day was stressful. I mean, I don't know, at the time I kind of thought that, what is it really worth doing all this for all the grief that I encountered on the day? But hopefully, I mean, the beer is fermented now, so I know that. It seemed to have a lot of protein and crap left in the fermenter at the end, so I don't know quite if my hop fill that I put on it, that I made myself, really filled it out very well. I might look into getting a hop spider or changing it around a bit. And I've got quite a bit of dead space. I get a litre of dead space in the boiler, and it's about half a litre in the hot liquor tank, but I've worked a way around. I can get the last bit of that out. I'm just gonna, where it's the ball valve comes in, and add a little bit of copper pipe and a 90-degree elbow, so that it's almost flush to the plate of the boiler, so that it sucks up the last bit, or at least gets a lot more than it did. I did film something else when I was on the brew day as well, which was quite helpful, I thought, but obviously I lost the footage, so I can't show you. But the boilers that I got are the Buffalo boilers. There's a 40 litre and a 20 litre. I kind of wish I'd got the 30 litre now for the HLT, because it's a bit of a bitch to have to top it up and whatnot. But the hot liquor tank gets the temperature really good. It holds it well, and so there's no messing around. The boiler, the only thing with the boiler, and it's reported on a lot of forums, is it cuts out a lot. What happens is, as soon as you turn the boiler on, the element, a concealed element, it's a plate at the bottom, and the wort seems to stick to that and caramelizes on the bottom, and it just trips the boiler. So the only solution is, some people have changed the thermal fuses and things inside. Some people take them out, which doesn't seem that great. If something's there to protect the boiler, if it really did overload or cut out on that, sort of stripping it out doesn't seem the right thing to do. But there are options to upgrade it to a higher rated one. I've got the parts, so I may still do it. But what it seems to be is that you have to scrape the wort from the bottom of the boiler. And the only other thing is, where my hop filter is, it goes in line with that, so it's quite hard to get to. But fortunately, a while ago I bought a really large metal spoon, sort of stupidly long, fits straight into the boiler. So when it did kind of briefly cut out on me, I just sort of scraped a little bit of the boiler, and that was it. Was fine for the rest of the boil. But other than that, it worked really well. Then someone said to clean it afterwards as well, and when I got the 20 litre Buffalo, it was a reconditioned model, so it was a lot cheaper from where I got it from. But it had a lot of lime scale on that at the bottom. And someone said, if you get just citric acid, like a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of that, and pour boiling water in it, or boil it with the citric acid in there, it will strip it straight out, and it really does work. I mean, I know you buy all these stuff like for kettles and things like that, and we've used them at my house here, but I think pretty much that's all you need, and I'm sure that must be pretty much all that's in some of these like commercial cleaners and that, because it gives that kind of same smell, and you can hear it fizzing away and that, and it strips it off. It come up cleaner than it was when I got it. So, and it even got rid of all the caramelised stuff off the other one as well, and the scorching. It just went completely. But as I said, I did have it on film, but someone else is probably watching my escapades and laughing, or I don't know, maybe it will end up on YouTube somewhere. That would be quite interesting. But anyway, a bit annoyed that I lost that footage, but I'm sure there'll be more next time. And now I'm a bit used to the system, I can probably get the brew day down a little bit a bit quicker, because I think I got round to where I brew at about 10 o'clock. I started messing around with a few things, and the day didn't finish till about gone 5, half 5. But I'm sure I would have got things done a lot quicker had I known what I was doing, how I was setting up. I didn't know what I was going to put the boiler on to make it gravity feed and etc. But next time I'm sure it'll be a lot smoother. I'm not sure whether I'll go over kit again next time, or actually get some malt and make my own recipe. I do know a recipe that I want to do that I've got in mind, so I might either get the exact amount crushed and make it, or buy a bag of grain and crush it. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to keep it fairly simple. But I think it's probably going to be a black IPA or something. But I've got a fairly straightforward recipe that another home brewer sent to me a long time ago from another forum, where he'd done an extract version of this black IPA, and it was amazing. Someone's converted it for us to an all grain, so I've got all the spec and that I need to get. So I might give that a bash. And the one I've got at the moment's got another week left to go in it, so I'm gonna see how it's just an American wheat with Citra in it. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I mean, I'm sure it'll be drinkable to some degree, but we'll see. I'm sure I will still do kits. I can't see me just doing grain, because of not brewing at my house. I have to brew somewhere else. The convenience of doing kits for me is just too much of a draw, but I do like the whole all grain thing. I mean, it is what I've kind of strived for a long time, so I'm not going to give up on it straight away, definitely not. Right, I think that's about it. I'm sure there was probably something else, there always is, but until next time.